won't pray, Zephyr. You know that God is always watching us, don't you, Zephyr?
What does it matter whether I pray or not? Nothing changes.
You're wrong. Things do change, and we grow by overcoming the obstacles God places in our path.
What was that? You'll listen when I talk to you!
The Inquisition will have you hanging by your neck!
You're a disgrace. Your parents must be ashamed of you.
Corrupted his soul.
Doesn't even have any parents.
Zephyr! Breakfast! I know you're awake! Ugh, what are we gonna do with you? What's his problem?
That time again already. He was the same way last year. Today's the day Zephyr and I first met.
Where are you going?
To pay my respects.
I'm coming too!
You might regret it.
Here we go! Pretty boys looking to share the wealth.
You're going down!
I'm gonna pick your bones clean! I'm gonna pick your bones clean! Coming back from this!
That was your last mistake. Gotta be kidding. You want some of this?
This ain't happening.
Death is better than you deserve. How about this? You shouldn't make fun. Oh, yeah! There. Should've just said
ain't happening.
I've never seen Zephyr so depressed before.
You worried?
Hello? Hello?
Best bed. I've made it this far. How about this? Ooh. You got some moves on you.
Dare you to hit me!
Time for a little girl power.
I'm gonna pick your
Time to
bones
lick my
clean!
You want some of this?
Hope to follow. You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
I'm coming back from this! I dare you to hit me! Pick your bones clean!
Trouble now. I'm not done until it's over.
I'm coming back from this!
Now we're talking.
Not even breaking
Hold
a
that thought.
sweat. This ain't happening.
I see right through you.
This ain't happening.
You picked a fight with the wrong girl. Come on, hit. Oh yeah. No looking back!
Too late for it.
This ain't happening.
The day you first met. Lousy scum! More to follow. Death is better than you, sir.
I can read your every move. Can't say this will be a happy ending. Would it kill them to leave something a little nicer for us? I see right through you. That was your last You want some of this? You're hard to miss.
How does this one work again?
Zephyr's gone today.
Out of my way.
I'm not moving.
It's no good. How can there be a god in a world with people like me? Do you really think God will save you?
I know he will. But whatever happens, whatever may come, I'll accept the fate that he gives me.
Fate. I'm not ready to accept fate!
The scriptures I gave you, keep them with you.
This place is a mess. They taught theology here once.
I don't want to know.
These are the same halls I walked that day. This is it. The place we first met.
What? You met here?
That's right.
Wait, he wasn't a victim?
Hardly.
How horrible!
It's kind of ironic, don't you think? A murderer like me bringing flowers to a grave. But it seems the thing to do.
I don't know if I can face him. I'm afraid I won't be able to look at him the way I did before. Sure, half the time he's sulking or saying something thoughtless. That's how he is. I know that. But I don't want to hate him.
I came here to end the standoff. I shot him.
What?
But he didn't die.
I don't... How did this happen?
I don't know much more than you. Why do some live while others die? Sometimes I think he'd be happier if he had died here. But that's really not for me to say. The only thing that matters It's what's in your heart, right?
I'm getting there. How does this one work again? That the best you can do?
Rob from the weak. That's the law here.
Someone's due for a little clobbering.
Don't blink or you'll miss.
I wish I could have seen what it's like up there.
You're gonna point a gun at someone.
Why didn't you wake me up? It's almost noon. Where's my breakfast? Hey.
There was a time when our bodies contained the mechanism to regulate cell division. It was the breakdown of this process that caused cancer.
Cancer?
A disease that ravaged the human population long ago. Cancer no longer occurs in modern humans under Zenith's control. But another way of looking at cancer is as a sort of cellular immortality. Of course, there were attempts to scientifically remove the associated risk of death and of aging. Doing so would have left only the positive effects, namely immortality. When quartz breaks, the effect is instantaneous aging. Perhaps it's only a similar process, but the result is still death.
Are you suggesting we're a disease that's killing Zenith?
I'm saying that maybe Zenith is our cancer.
My god, finally a chapter where I don't have to fight some stupid-ass fucking boss. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth, seriously. I love bosses more than anybody. But this game is so terrible. I don't want to see a boss. I don't want to see a minion. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to see all the cutscenes and be done. I don't want to do any fighting. That's how bad this game is, man.
How
and honestly, the story ain't that great either.
Does it
it's
never
okay.
falter?
But it ain't like, oh my god, I'm so enjoying this so much.
I know it's never had room for emotion. I don't let feelings cloud my judgment either. How could I? Now, I think it's time to find a place where those feelings belong. Farewell, my lord.
I came to say goodbye. Not as a cardinal, but as a friend. What do you say? Just like old times?
Well aged. A good bottle.
You should know you gave it to me.
As a cardinal, I let myself get too caught up in the little things.
Don't be too hard on yourself. What could be smaller than the troubles between two people?
You're right. All we've ever done is choose between good and evil, as it suits us. That's why there's nothing I want more than to kill him! These aren't ruins. God walks among us here.
If you think God bothers to meddle in human lives, you'll never find a place for those feelings.
Which is why I've folded my wings. I want to fall.
He's gone. Rowan, is this really what you wanted?
How can I turn him from the same path that I've chosen for myself?
Wow, isn't this a surprise? What's it been, 1, 2 years? What brings you by? Here on business?
I'm looking for a boy named Zephyr. It's my understanding you've taken him in.
Oh, I don't think he's around, actually. Yeah, I remember him saying something about going on a trip. So, what did you need? Be sure to give him the message.
I never stopped investigating the incident. There are some loose ends that need tying.
That's in the past. Your god passed his judgment on that a long time ago.
God. I think I may have come around to your way of thinking on that. I haven't come to you as a cardinal in service of his god. I'm here as an ordinary man.
Well then, I don't see much reason to let you in.
So you judge him worthy of life? Kill me now, then, while you have the chance. The next time we meet, we'll be enemies. Or maybe we can come to an arrangement. If it's money you want, name your price!
I don't judge him.
Zephyr! Do you still have the scriptures, boy? We have much to discuss, you and I. There's a bridge nearby. Meet me there and we'll talk. Just the two of us.
Vacheron, I can't find Zephyr.
So, he went.
Well, aren't we going to go help him?
He made his bed. Let him lie in it.
Are you serious?
I'm glad you came, Zephyr. Do you remember me? I was the witness assigned to your execution. My name is Lagerfeld. I was once Cardinal of the 10th Diocese of Chandelier. I've come to bury the grief of the bereaved and the dead. And if I'm lucky, my own. Mass had finally started when, from the far end of the hall, a muffled scream rang out. It had begun.
Don't.
We arrived 20 minutes later. When I saw the carnage that awaited us, it was beyond all imagining. Tell me, what did the girl slumped in the corner of the alcove say before she died? The explosion wreaked such damage, many of the corpses were beyond recognition. How should we mark their graves? The mother of a boy whose body was riddled with bullets. said she could forgive you. Tell me, why did you live while they died? Is your life worth more than theirs? It sickens me to even look at you. Your life is a blasphemy. Your very existence shakes the foundation of faith. Only your death will satisfy me. You're about to learn something very interesting, Zephyr.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm only here to kill you.
This battle is just a pretense to tell you the truth.
What truth?
Zephyr, you may have been misguided, but you were never alone. And something very interesting, Zephyr.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm only here to kill you.
This battle is just a pretense to tell you the truth.
What truth?
Zephyr, you may have been misguided, but you were never alone.
Game over! Time to die! Come on, don't jam on me now! That's not how it's supposed to go! Eat some of this!
I know. Impossible.
He's immune to all damage from the front.
Do you still have the scriptures she gave you? Did you ever open it to the last page? You should find a picture like this one just inside the back cover.
This is my sister.
There were a lot of orphans in that school. If you hadn't been so stubborn, I could have told you the truth. Their blood is on your hands!
Leanne. Why?
You idiot! You wanted to die, didn't you?
Wouldn't it be better that way? I should be dead.
You think that can make up for what you did? Not even close! If you're going to die, at least die with courage.
Why am I even alive?
Yeah?
I want Leanne to be happy.
Fair enough.
Then I can die.
I know the Cardinals do not follow me unconditionally. It is because you have placed your trust in me that others lend me their support.
I hadn't realized.
That's just as well. It's enough that you go on being yourself. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Venturian was a trusted ally. A true friend. With a shared vision for our future. Now, he grows more distant with each passing day. Lagerfeld is gone too. The Cardinals have been scattered on the wind. It will never be as it was in Frida's day again.
You're even less pleasant today than you usually are.
Even that eccentric maniac, Aureliano, pledged his loyalty to Frida.
You loved her, didn't you?
I did. Lagerfeld, Venturian, that freak, Aureliano. She brought them all into her dream. Her dream of a world of everlasting happiness. I was so close to being utterly alone. I don't know what I would have done without you.
What's with this?
This is our first job on our own. It's time for us to make our mark.
We can pick which jobs we take.
And I picked this one.
Oh, how good to see you both again! Jean-Paul! At your service.
Jean-Paul.
Such beauty. I couldn't ask for a more perfect surrogate to play my blushing bride. The situation is just as I told you. There's been a threat made against my wife. Someone plans to kidnap her at our wedding. Mon Dieu!
Trouble with an ex?
Yes, actually. I even hear he spent a great sum of money calling in some big guns for the attack.
What do we do?
You're going to be decoys at a fake wedding here, where the ceremony was originally to be held. Meanwhile, my bride and I will enter into holy matrimony in a safe, undisclosed location.
What a tool.
You didn't forget, did you? Today's the day.
Yeah. Don't worry. Everything's ready to go.
You remember your assignment where you need to go?
Sure. That place in Chandelier. I forget the name, but yeah, I know it. You need me to crash some wedding and kidnap your ex-girlfriend, right?
Yes. I'm counting on you.
You know, I'm beginning to understand why she dumped you. Hey! We've got a job to go to! Huh, well, that's right. They had work of their own today. I guess I'm gonna have to handle this one on my own.